What's up my friends? In this video, I want to talk about the metaverse. I've made a separate video talking about the evil side of the metaverse. But in this one, I want to talk about the biggest opportunities that the metaverse is about to create for you. But first of all, let's try to address the big question that you might be having. What is the metaverse? Now, the metaverse is not really a place. It's not a virtual place that you go to. It's more of a time. It's a time at which your digital self is more valuable than your actual physical self. It's a time at which you spend more time on the digital assets than you do in the real world. And we are already seeing that change happening every day in our life. Like Mark Andreessen famously said it, software is eating the world. Everything is going digital. Your work is going completely digital. Previously, you had factories. Now we are working on our laptops. Previously, you had boardrooms. Now we have Zoom calls. Education is going digital. You had lecture halls previously. Now we are having Zoom classes and Google Classroom. Our friends are going digital. I know more about that one girl I'm talking to on Instagram who lives in Bhopal than I know about the neighbors next door. I have learned more about the world and how it operates from people like Naval Ravikant and Mark Andreessen and Kunal Behel than I've done from any other people around me. Games are going digital. There are more people playing Fortnite right now than playing basketball and football combined. Our identity is going online. I bet a lot of you would care more about how you look on Instagram than you do in the real world. Filters have become the new makeup for them. That's what most people see, so that is what matters the most. And because of the crypto adoption, even the financial part of your life is going digital. It's all there on the blockchain. Now, if you take this transition and you project it in the next 10 to 20 years, that's when you will see us getting into the metaverse. It's a place in which your digital self is more valuable than your physical self. I spend about 12 hours every single day in the online world right now. With the help of the AR glasses and the other technology that might come in the future, I might end up spending 90% of my life online because that's what matters the most in the future. The question you might be having is, how can you make money in the metaverse? Well, here are all the biggest job opportunities that you will see in the coming few years. Number one, you can create and sell your own NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens. वो क्या होता है? I've made a separate video talking about that in depth. You can check it out with the link in the description. But the basic idea is you can create wearable NFTs. You can create avatars that people can use. You can create items that people can use in certain metaverses. And when you do that, because of its cultural significance and because of the other perks that you can attach with the help of that NFT, it will be valuable. Now, the best part about having NFTs is that you can actually track exactly who is buying and selling your wearable, and you can also charge a particular percentage on that. So for any other future purchase, maybe you can charge 5%, 10% commission that you are completely guaranteed to get as an artist, as someone who actually made that NFT. There are a lot of fashion companies out there who are trying to find the right way to crack into this metaverse scene and build their own fashion NFTs. So if you can get into this space, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you. Learn about it and see if this is something that you would be interested in. One of the biggest opportunities is earning interest on crypto using platforms like Vauld. Vauld is an earn, borrow and trade platform with over 238 listed tokens, which is the highest on any Indian exchange. Depositing crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum can get you an interest rate of 4.6%. And if you do a fixed deposit in them, you can get up to 6.7% APY. Depositing stablecoins like USDT can get you a 12.68% annual interest rate on Vauld, which is way higher than any bank returns. You can also deposit Matic before 26 February and get over 12% annual interest rate on Vauld. Vauld is insured by BitGo, which means all of your funds are 100% secured. Entrepreneurs like Peter Thiel have invested in Vauld. Vauld is the first in India to integrate the Binance Smart Chain. This reduces the fee that you pay for transferring crypto from one wallet to another. Check out the link in the description to get a 40% rebate and start earning interest on your crypto. Now let's get back to the next opportunity. The next one is going to be play to earn games. Now previously we've already seen games like Clash of Clans who are free to play games. Like you don't have to actually pay them to play the games. Second, we've also seen games like GTA San Andreas in which you actually have to pay. You get the game and then you play it for however long you want to. That is a pay to play game, P2P. Then you have play to earn games in which when you play it, you actually earn money doing so. The basic idea is when you go over there, you perform certain activities in this game, and when you do so, you actually get crypto tokens as a result of that. And you can actually sell those on your exchanges. And when you do that, you can make money. Right? It's such a brilliant idea. Now, the best example of this is Axie Infinity. It's one of the most popular metaverse type games out there in which you can go over there. You have to buy Pokemon-like creatures called as Axies, and you can breed them, you can fight with them, and when you do that, you get to win certain tokens. These are called as AXS and SLP tokens. A very simple example is you have two axes with you, you breed them and you get a baby axie. You can actually sell that axie on a marketplace and you can make money doing so. There are many other ways to make money with the help of Axie Infinity, but this is just a simple example of how you can make money in a play to earn game. Now, the most interesting part about this game is that it has opened up doors for people who might not have the initial investment to buy and start playing Axie Infinity. Because look, to start playing Axie Infinity, you actually have to buy at least 3 Axies. And to do that, you would at least need $1,500 to get some good Axies out there. And so they have something called as scholarships, in which people who have the money but don't have the time can connect with people who don't have the money but have loads of time to play the game all day long, can connect with each other, and they can decide upon an agreement, right? So a lot of the people in the Philippines are agreeing to play this game on behalf of people in the West. And when they do that, they get to make money. There's a huge number of people in Philippines who are making their own living playing this game. Someone actually bought their own house by the earnings that they had by playing this one game. There are a ton of different play to earn games out there. So learn about it and start exploring this new field. Third way to make money in the metaverse is with the help of virtual land. Now think about it this way, just like you have the real land on which you can buy it, you can rent it, you can build property on top of it, and then you can rent it. You can also build shops on it, you can build a supermarket on it, you can build whatever it is that you want to on that land. Just take that same concept and apply it in virtual land. So basically what happens is there are a lot of different metaverses, like you have Decentraland, you have Sandbox. All of these places have land that you can purchase. And once you purchase land in the metaverse, you can do practically whatever it is that you want on it. Let me give you a couple of examples. One of the most popular ones is to flip land NFTs. So basically people buy and hold on to their NFT land, and once the value appreciates over time on OpenSea or elsewhere, they then sell it in secondary markets. Number 2, you can become a land broker. This might sound funny, but let's say you have a very rich friend out there and they want to invest in the metaverse, but they don't know exactly what property to buy, what to sell, they don't know much about it. You can become the broker. If you have learned enough about various different NFT projects, metaverse projects to be particular, you can then tell them to buy this land and sell this land, and you can become the broker who will help facilitate the best purchases for your particular client in the metaverse. How cool is that? Number 3, you can actually rent out your virtual land. A very simple example of this is, let's just say that you have a land that is right next to a huge event that's happening somewhere. There are going to be a lot of brands who would want to pay you to put a board on top of it, right? That people can actually see, people can actually learn about their brand particularly, because there's a lot of footfall over there, right? Just because of that, your land has value. Apply the same logic over here in the virtual space and you will get to understand why virtual spaces can be rented, and that can be a great source of passive income for you as well. You can also build some interesting games, shops, events on your virtual land itself. I will leave a link in the description that would list down all the different examples of this that are happening in Decentraland itself, so that you understand the different applications of the same thing. There's a lot of interesting things happening in this space. Learn about it and see if this is something interesting to you or not. You can also become a land designer. The basic idea is you can use sandboxes, softwares like you have Game Maker and Vox Edit, and with the help of them, you can create these lands that you can then use in the sandbox metaverse itself. The fourth way to make money in the metaverse is to become a freelancer. If you are an artist, if you are a developer, if you are a game designer, you will have a lot of value for these Web3 startups and companies out there. There's a lot of demand for developers who can create the smart contracts based on which these whole metaverse platforms will be built on. If you're someone who can design games for the metaverse, you will have a lot of value for play to earn companies. For example, Sky Mavis, who is developing Axie Infinity. If you have the ability to build out these interesting wearables, sneakers, as I previously mentioned, wearable NFTs, you would have a lot of value as an artist. So basically, as a freelancer, if you can just go to, for example, Fiverr or Upwork and just search for that, search for NFT, you will see a lot of demand for people who want to create their own NFTs, and they are using these freelancers to do exactly that. A lot of people who want to create their own crypto tokens, they are utilizing these freelancer services to do exactly that. There's a lot of value out there for both developers, artists, game designers, and many other people to utilize this great opportunity right here. The fifth way to make money is with the help of company positions. These are full-time roles, not like freelance positions, in which you'll be working at a company 100% of the time. Number one, you can become a community manager. The value of all of these metaverse platforms are 100% derived based upon these communities that they have and how well can they engage these communities. And if you can become the community manager of these platforms, you will be duly rewarded. If you can manage the social handles of all of these crypto projects, you will be duly rewarded, because a big chunk of all of their operations is marketing expenses. That's what they focus on the most of the time. How can we get the most eyeballs for this project itself? If you can help them accomplish this, you will definitely be heftily rewarded. And that is basically the biggest opportunities out there in the metaverse. I hope you got to learn something from this. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions about the same thing. What is it that you are more interested in? Let me know about that in the comment section as well. I will leave a lot of insightful articles, guides in the comment section so that you can learn about it in the description as well. So do take a look at this. You can also share this video with your friends. Just one thing that I want to leave you with is, you can either crib about something and you can just say it's a scam, I'm not going to take part in it, or you can learn about it and be curious about the developments that are happening in this space, right? There's a very interesting clip of Bill Gates trying to explain the internet to a late night talk host back in 1995. And they were trying to compare it with the radio show. There's a great clip of Steve Ballmer laughing at the iPhone screen and saying that no one will ever use the touch screen. People will obviously be using QWERTY touchpads, and we all know how that went. There's a clip in which the media reporter asks Mark Zuckerberg, why is your company worth so much? Back in 2004. All of these advancements were at an early stage at that point, right? Crypto adoption can be compared to the internet adoption back in 1995. That's where we are at right now in the space of crypto. There's a video of a person telling everyone to buy just $1 worth of Bitcoin 8 years ago. No one agreed to him, and right now he's a multi-millionaire. Now this is going to be one of the biggest defining moments of this whole decade, of these couple of decades. We will find out, but it's important for you to learn about this and take part in this huge gold rush out there. Also check out Vauld with the link in the description and start earning interest on your crypto. I hope this video is insightful. I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.